So listen, some men are stingy, all right? And the reason for the stinginess could be kind of what I mentioned before in the previous point, as far as one, they're just not that serious about you to even allow themselves to be generous, or they've been burnt before by women, so that has caused them to be stingy. Hell, they may have just always been stingy people and not learned how to come out of that, what I'm gonna call a poverty mindset. Because I feel like when you are so tight with your money, it's almost like you have this fear that you got to hold on to every dollar, and that's kind of a poverty mindset in the sense that you're just always preparing yourself for losing it all or something like that. You're not letting it flow freely. And to me, from a spiritual perspective, I've even had to learn. I've always been a generous person, but I had to learn to break past any kind of fears, because to me, God provides for me. And so I don't have to worry about, well, am I gonna go broke tomorrow? No, like, God blessed me with it. I can bless others in various ways, and that's how I go about things. But moving along, it's important that you understand that you don't get caught up simply in how much the man makes when you're dating him. That you pay attention to how he handles his money. Does he even tip? That might sound stupid to some people, but no, like, pay attention. If this man doesn't even give tips, there's a good chance. I'm not saying that no person who doesn't tip can't still be generous. Some people are just sticklers when it comes to service at a restaurant, and maybe that's the case. So if it was that one action alone, okay, cool. But if you notice he doesn't tip, then it's other things he doesn't do. Then he always seems to, like, whenever there's a spending of money on other people or on you, there's this discomfort sometimes you can sense within him. Like, it's almost like it hurts their heart when they got to take that money out their wallet or their card out their wallet, okay? If you start to pick up on these things, you got to understand, be mindful of what you're getting yourself involved in, and have discussions. I know that's difficult to discuss money and discuss how a man handles his money, but I do think we have to find a way to gain an understanding of, okay, at least once we get to a point where we decide we want to get into a relationship, I do think we need to have discussions about how we both are with money, how we both see money. You know what I'm saying? And understanding, okay, are you dealing with a very frugal or stingy individual, all right? Or is this person going to be generous, at least when it comes to you? It's one thing if they want to be frugal and stingy with other people, but if they're going to be frugal and stingy with you too, are you going to be okay with that? If you are, then okay, write it out, make it happen. But otherwise, I wouldn't move forward. So just be mindful of that, because I see so many women getting caught up in the number of what the man makes and not evaluating that aspect, as well as how does he manage his money. So one quick point I'm going to make before I move on to the next thing. Not that this always will happen or that everyone gets to see this, but if you're ever dealing with a man who quote unquote has money, or you at least believe he does, and you find him asking people to borrow small amounts of money. I need to borrow $100 real quick. I need to borrow $200 real quick. Again, one time, maybe something went wrong. Multiple times, this is a clear sign to me at least, and some of you may disagree, this is poor money management. How do you have money? Again, we qualified what that means earlier. How do we have money and you're in a position that you have to borrow like this? That means either you don't have money accessible to you easily, which to me, that's poor money management. You don't have credit that you can use to handle and use in situations like this. Again, that's still poor money management as far as I'm concerned, all right? Or you are spending your money as quickly as you get it. And you're, because listen, someone can have money or, be making a lot of money and still live check to check. Don't get it twisted. It happens. So you got to pay attention to these things, because again, money does not equal generous, and money does not always equal being good with money. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. So I saw this quote today that said, "Don't marry a rich man, marry a good man." Now, I agree. That doesn't mean marry a broke man. And it don't mean you need to be dating a broke man, all right? But listen, the fact of the matter is,